What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today is part 6 of a series where we've been making a beat battle beat from scratch. In the last episode, we started doing some of our effects and different fills, and we got our intro and pre-drop finished up. So if you missed that one, I'm going to leave a link at the top of the video so you can go ahead and check that one out. There's a lot of gems in it, but in this one, we're going to be breaking down the drop and getting this taken care of. So let's jump right into it. Alright guys, we're gonna take a little listen to this before we get in.
Fearless, run it up.
Alright, so let's start breaking down this first part of the drop here. Alright, I want to chop out all the drums and everything for this little section right here. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is just solo just this little 808 glide so you really hear it in the end part of this. I might double up the kick right here too because it sounds like it might be cool right there, so let's see. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of chopping up like we just did there. So we're also going to do that for some of the effects and things that we end up throwing in there. We're probably going to end up chopping a lot of this stuff out, and then we're just going to test it over and over again to see what can stay with it and what should be left alone. So really quick, I'm going to trim the fat on some of these samples just to kind of make it easier to see for us. So what I'm going to do is just pull back any of the excess space that doesn't need to be there in some of the midis. Alright, I'm going to go sample diving, but we're going to look for something to play right on the first of each of these. Just maybe like an impact or a good cymbal or something.
Fearless, run it up.
Cool, so I found this loop right here by 300. It's a Black Ops drum loop, and it actually sounds pretty good in here, so.
Fearless, run it up.
Alright, I want to find some kind of FX and put it right in that area. Let's try putting this up an octave. We're going to turn on warp first so it doesn't change the size of it. Yeah, we're definitely going to put like a delay on it or something. Let's do it really quick before we forget. We're also going to try out a phaser on this. So when we have like FX or percussion that we're gonna cut everything else for, we gotta make sure that it sounds really good. So we're just gonna add in a reverb too to finish this one off. We're also going to group this one. Make a dry chain. Oops. Turn this reverb one way down. Let's go ahead and turn this tail down a little bit. Alright, let's move on to the second drop for now, and we can always come back later, but we spent a while on that. So, alright, so we have a little effect here. We want to do like 100% reverb on the whole entire channel, and then have it come out. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to do that on the master. We're going to do it on the pre-master. If you don't have a pre-master, feel free to do this on the master. So we're just going to take a reverb, and then we're just going to modulate the mix in and out. All right, let's group this one up. Put an EQ right here. All right, so we're going to do something like that. What we'll do is we're going to modulate this. So we're going to turn this off. And then we'll turn it off before it as well. I'm also going to find a little FX to put right here, right before it changes, so that it almost gives you like a little warning. What I'm actually going to do for this track is I'm going to take it outside of the drum channel. And I'm going to have it go directly to master instead of going to my pre-master, so that it doesn't have the same effects. I like that, but I want it to be a little longer, so I'm going to warp it. Just play with this a little bit here. Kind of want to move this forward a little bit more, so that means that we also have to bring this out. Let's see if that's going to work though. Sounds good, but there's one last thing I want to do. What we're going to do is adjust the decay. Make it sound how we want it to sound. Alright, let's go back to the bar before this and see if any of these notes right here we want to cut out parts of the beat for them. So let's see. Definitely for these ones in the middle here. So we'll highlight this area. Alright, let's see if this sounds proper. We need to do it here though too. That should be good. Let's listen back to this now really quick. We're going to turn this pre-delay all the way down. Alright, we're going to cut out the 808 over here now. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to put a drum fill in here, but I'm going to put it in a really weird place. I'm going to put it at the very beginning of this. Okay guys, I chopped everything out for this 808 glide right here. So I just did that little section with everything. Alright, so now we got the halftime effect. So let's get right into that. Alright, so we're going to put halftime on all this stuff now. So we can just do it on the pre-master. And if it doesn't sound right, we can go in and tweak it by hand. Actually, let's see. We might move this a little bit closer here and actually modulate the mix on this. So we can go into our mix here. We'll roll this back to like here for the on off. Let's go back to this mix now. Want to copy this transition over here too and see if that might help it along. Let's see. Or we're gonna put some like hard rim knock in there in that spot. So we're also gonna put this with the other drums that are going straight to the master and not to the pre-master, so that our halftime effect doesn't cancel it out. And what we're gonna do for the hi-hats for this one is we're just gonna get rid of the rolls and just go 4 on the floor. Alright, so something like that. I'm going to duplicate this kick and I'm going to call this one kick halftime. I'm going to get rid of the regular kick here. And then I'm going to get rid of this kick halftime on every other one because we're just going to use it for this so that it doesn't affect this one. What we'll do is we'll just take all these notes, put them down an octave so it replicates the sound as if it was half-timed. Put this audio to master. Oh, whoops, wrong one. We'll put this to the master instead. There we go. And we're not going to have any of the sends on this one either. So let's see how this is sounding. We're going to get rid of some of these double notes. Probably get rid of these open hi-hats as well. We're going to get rid of these open hi-hat 2s as well. There we go. Okay, we're going to go back to our automation here and we are going to roll out our halftime mix. So alright guys, that's about enough for one video, so we're going to listen to this back really quick and then wrap it up.
Fearless, run it up.
Alright guys, so that wraps up this one. I hope you guys liked that one. There was a lot of crazy stuff that we did in there and it's really turning out. So I hope you took some notes on that stuff. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell because we're uploading daily tutorials, brah. So why not? But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. In the next one, we're probably gonna refine some of the edits that we did in this one and then maybe start mixing and getting this thing together. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, gang.